Gaming Morning Show.
Things put on pancakes and rhyming bear intros. Austin confused about whose sister married the bros. In the UK, dooley-doo tugs on our heartstrings. Gaming Morning Show is one of our favorite things.
It's Paul.
It's Paul.
Ah, who are we kidding?
Pumpkin spice and fall. Paul.
We all know our favorite thing is the season of Paul. Pumpkin spice latte time! Besides the tasty drinks, the weather is cooler.
We get the most time where it's cooled off, but it's not always rainy. Sometimes it's rainy for part of the day, but then it dries up and it's just a nice, cool, cloudy day. I like that.
There's football on.
Man, did we have a great football weekend. Both of our teams performed to the tippy top of their tippiest top of performance, and boy, football is fun.
That's gotta be enough for all of the hosts of Gaming Morning Show, right? Right?
Okay, so when Club Penguin changed, they changed everything, they got more mainstream, and I wrote them an email. And I was like, it would be really nice if you guys could go back to the way things were, because the original Penguins, we really miss it. I speak on behalf of all of the OG Penguins, and we all are really upset. Print, you've changed, man.
You're the Lorax for Club Penguin.
I was. I speak for the Penguins.
Well, penguin begins with a P. So, happy Paul, everyone, from all of us at GMS. Broadcasting live from Redner's Rescued Cat Figurine Museum in Menominee Falls, Wisconsin.
When Sean Redner told his wife, Hillary, that he wanted to turn their Wisconsin home into a museum of cat figurines, she had a predictable response. We're gonna do what?
We'll do that some other time, huh? Okay then. Broadcasting live from the same places they've been since 2020. It's time for Gaming Morning Show.
Morning Gamer. That's probably gotta be the worst possible sound that anyone can hear at 6 o'clock in the morning, isn't it? Morning.
Does that count as a rough morning gamer?
The bingo is in the ear of the beholder. It's gross.
What's it doing in there? Get
You
that
want
out.
to consult your doctor. You probably shouldn't have that in your ear. It's bad. Ooh, the pipes seemed like it were kind of wavering for a second, though. We gonna make
you
it?
got through it though. It wasn't that bad.
There was no cracking of the voice. You noticed that, right?
No, it was still pretty controlled, all in all.
Correct.
No, it's not supposed to be that way, Bob. It's not supposed to be correct. Oh, it's good. I think if that's an indicator where we're going today, it's going to be a pretty okay day. That is Sports Talk Gaming on the left side of your screen. I am Hefty Goof. It is good to see you this morning.
Please pay your hosts with plenty of voice flattery.
It is Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. This is Gaming Morning Show. Good morning. Thank you for being with us wherever you may be. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. You can find us on Instagram at Gaming Morning Show as well. Exclamation point bingo to get your bingo cards if you would like to play with us over the course of 3 hours today. Coming up in about 10 minutes, we're going to give you the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. These are the video game headlines that you need to know for the day. Also coming up at 6:50, birthdays and stay in gaming history. So if you know someone celebrating a birthday, please let us know now or be prepared to let us know coming up later on in this hour. Yesterday was Monday. I had a really solid Monday. Like, all things considered, did a lot of have-tos, did a little bit of want-tos. Like, overall, I was really satisfied with the start of the week, and I want to keep it going for the rest of the week. So if you can just tell me that you all believe it's possible, then I will believe as well. You have to believe. You have to believe. Okay, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
I believe.
Thanks, man. Your support makes all the difference. I do know what's going to happen tonight. If you're ready for it, tonight's going to be GMS Tuesday nights, an episode of Super GMS Bros-in-Law, because after all, Sean and I are brothers-in-law having married sisters. And so if you want to join us tonight for a little bit of Cowabunga Collection Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you can. I also will actually put the Gamefly CD into my PlayStation so that it's ready to go for tonight prior to us getting on the air.
Nice.
Yeah. You probably got the digital version, didn't you?
Yeah, I need to re-download that.
Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that pretty, chat? The Turtles Cowabunga collection for PS4. Pretty good artwork. Yeah, take it. I really should have told Hefty Wife. Hefty Wife's not the reason, though, I don't have one. I should have told myself. It's like, oh, they didn't have the Cowabunga collection on PS4. I should probably get a PS5. Yeah. I should probably tell myself that.
You should tell yourself.
Oh, I'm going to go over to Sean's, though. Sean has a dual Sense Elite controller, and so I got to get my hands on it to try to see how it feels in my grasp. Do you like it so far?
Grasp it real good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just nice having back. It feels good, but the best part is having back button.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
I haven't switched because Apex Legends has made me back button dependent, and so, like, if I were to switch to a non-back button controller, I would be even worse at the game than I already am. So, terrifying thought. I'm going to ask you about your Monday in a moment. First, want to say hello to those joining us in chat this morning. Appreciate if you're listening or lurking wherever you may be. The show is designed for you to engage however much that you want on whichever platform that you want. It's good to see I am JF Downs,
First,
our official cartographer and diagramographer of this morning radio show that plays games. Thank you for being here. Sis checks in, as does Kate Zaid.
nice chat.
We're going to ask you questions about cards. Kate Zaid said, I want to send a card to someone now. Please do, because we're going to talk about that over the course of this program. Also, King Gray is checking in. It's good to see you, Gray. Thank you for bringing tacos to the first hour. Is exciting. Today is National Send a Card to a Friend Day. So we're asking you, when's the last time you sent something to a friend? It is also African American Coaches Day, Ballet Day, E-Day, Hug an Addict or Alcoholic Day, International Clash Day, National Black HIV AIDS Awareness Day, National Fettuccine Alfredo Day, National Jack Day, National Periodic Table Day, Rose Day, and Wave All Your Fingers at Your Neighbor Day. Hi, neighbor.
Hi.
So those are some of the days of the day. We'll tell you about a 9-year-old who picked up their high school diploma. We'll tell you that story coming up this hour. Later on in the show, a world record sale for a movie prop having to do with Han Solo. So that's all coming up on this morning radio show that plays games. Good morning, Sean. Did you have a pretty solid Monday? What was your week like so far?
Yeah, it was a pretty good Monday. Pretty routine, all in all. I went to work. Work was fairly easy for the day. I got there and I had a lunch from like 1 to 2:15, and then I had like one more patient just floating in the afternoon after that. And so I was like, let's move them up and just go home early. So we did that, and so I got to get off in time to go pick up the kiddos, which was fun, and then we came home, made dinner, and had a pretty relaxed evening. So all in all, good Monday.
Yeah, I even got to stop by your place of business yesterday. You looked like you're having a pretty chill day, and
yeah,
chill days at work are always fun.
Chill days are just fine. Need those sometimes.
Let us know, chat. When's the last time you sent a card to a friend? Kate's going to do that today. We have Down saying that the Good Morning song that I sang, the impromptu Good Morning song, did sound pretty okay at 2 p.m. in the UK. So that's pretty okay. Yeah, I'm excited for tonight. I don't know. I'm just kind of a buzz. You know, I think what it is, Sean, is this week I've tried really hard to get myself waking back up in the 4 o'clock hour, because I had, like, right at the beginning of the pandemic when we were doing lockdown and all at home and all that stuff, like, I was doing that routinely. Like, that was the routine. And then at some point kind of shifted where I felt like staying up later, and so I kind of changed. And then I had a brief moment where I went back. Then as of late, I've been definitely trying to sleep more, and here we are now where we talk about this in this moment in time. We're like, yeah, I want to be up at like 4 a.m. I read a little bit this morning. Like, I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty okay.
Nice.
Uh-oh. I'll be with you in a moment. I'm just fixing a graphic. If you could fend off the people in Rocket League really quick, that'd be great. All right, wonderful. So I told you it'd be just a second. I haven't sent a card to a friend in a very long time. But I should send one to you to apologize for letting that goal score in Rocket League.
Sorry, you were just getting back.
Yeah, here I am. The game, you know what they say, Sean. The game doesn't start till 4:30 5 remaining in the game.
And I got a good feeling about our teammate. I think he's gonna be a good one.
Oh, yeah, no. I have 3 rules in life, and one is never, ever underestimate Levi in Rocket League. But yeah, I mean, it's been a long time. I've gotten cards from, like, grandparents and family. Like, I guess my father, this is one of, like, the unknown things about my dad, but legend has it from both his current wife and my sister that my father agonizes over buying cards in the card section of a store. Will, like, walk through and read all of them and trying to find, quote-unquote, the perfect one.
Huh.
This is a thing that, one of those things that I learned about my father, like, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Like it was one of those things that someone mentioned, like, oh, you know, of course, you know how hard it is for your dad to pick a card. And I'm like, and then they were like, no, I'm being serious. Like, what? So, shows you, chat, that you can never stop learning, even if it's about your own family. Good morning, and nice chat to Drew Mega. It's good to see you this morning. Thank you for being along on a Tuesday. Do you get cards?
Yeah, I don't send cards though, but we get cards for occasions where we'll be around said person. I don't think I've mailed a card on my own, possibly ever. So yeah, I had a good feeling about our teammate. He joined us in the This Is Rocket League chant.
You see, this is where, like, maybe we have to be fathers of older kids to start sending cards. You know what I mean? Like, we got to end up, you know, sending cards to them for their birthdays and for little things, right? When it's in the mail. Maybe that's like a requirement. Although, I mean, I've sent thank you cards before, but I've never sent like a, hey, I'm thinking of you type card before. I don't think.
Right.
And
wow,
maybe
nice shot.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. Maybe this is the point, though, chat. Maybe this is the whole reason that today's topic is around what it is, which is, you know, National Send a Card to a Friend Day. Because maybe the point is you're supposed to get cards to people not because someone died or because, you know, they're not feeling well or something bad happened in their life, like sympathy cards, which is a good thing to send. But maybe this is that, like, yearly reminder that, hey, it doesn't have to be a special occasion to reach out to somebody.
Yeah, just because are okay too.
And keep in mind, too, today's topic is actually when's the last time you sent something to a friend, so it doesn't have to be a story of a card. And if you are doing exclamation point bingo and you answer the topic today, you do get that square off of the card if it's on your card. Of course, you have to do that to play along with us today. I send stuff that reminds me of people somewhat frequently. The weirdest thing is Look, It's Mike O has, you know, this big love for Sasquatch, for Bigfoot, and so I'm constantly seeing Bigfoot stuff since we live in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
And I'm often sending things to Mike because it's like, oh, Mike would like that, Mike would like that. And I need to ask Mike, who's the creator of the Monsters and Friends podcast, I need to ask Mike if like he actually gets annoyed by sometimes when people like send all the Sasquatch stuff because he's like the Sasquatch guy. You know what I mean?
Right. Does that get old?
It's like, I don't need everything, man. Just, it was ridiculous when you sent me the monsters or the Sasquatch underwear. I didn't need that. That was too much. I think the last thing I sent Mike was a Sasquatch like shadow stand, you know, where it looks like it's just the shadow of the Sasquatch, and they're holding an Eagles flag. But it's interchangeable, so you can get other flags from other teams or whatever, and you can put it in there. You know, because you're the Sasquatch guy.
Pretty good.
I was in a coastal town that's right on the Puget Sound up north of Seattle, and there were a whole bunch of Sasquatchy things there too.
Yeah, there's a lot around here. I feel like if Mike were to come visit, he should just bring an extra suitcase just for Sasquatch stuff.
This suitcase feels very light as Mike boards the plane. It's like, won't be on the way back.
I almost used you to make a save.
It was necessary. I think I bumped you out of the way when you were trying to score a goal, so it's poetic justice. Our teammate rotates well.
Yeah, he does. And he has some pretty good aerial shots.
But speaking of Look, it's Maiko, good morning to you, Mike. Since I just posed this question before you arrived, I'll ask you directly. So today is Send a Card to a Friend Day. So I was asking if you ever get sick of being the Sasquatch guy, because I was talking about how every time I see something Sasquatch related, I send it to you. Well, not every time, but many times. And so, do you ever like get something in the mail and you're like, oh gosh, another Bigfoot thing just because I'm the Sasquatch guy?
It was the Loch Ness Monster.
No, I said the Sasquatch guy. I don't think I've ever bought Mike a Loch Ness Monster thing. All right, we got a Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News coming up after this game of Rocket League. It Takes Two is our game coming up in the final hour crew. We're going to combine Teammate Tuesday and Work Together Wednesday so that we can hopefully finish It Takes Two before the millennium. So that was close. Was that your shot or theirs?
What's that?
That one that almost went in at the very end, or was right in front?
Theirs.
Okay.
Theirs.
Let's see. Grand total for Sean in that particular game was 604 points. Wow, and we lost. I had 130. So if you had Ryan scores less than 100 on your bingo card, get wrecked, because I'm better than you thought.
Stop sucking, Hefty.
Didn't that time. Let's see. Mike says, nope, I'm good with it. I adore Bigfoot and Sasquatch and all things cryptid. All right. Then Sean and I agree. When Mike flies out here, when Mike drives out here, Mike's going to have a whole separate... Well, actually, this is the advantage of Mike not flying, Sean, is just have a spare trunk ready to go for all your Sasquatch stuff.
Just load that trunk up with all the Sasquatch stuff.
Yeah. Just put that life-size carved Bigfoot statue right in here. It's going to be an extra big trunk. Maybe a trailer would be smarter. Yes, spare trunk? Just go with it. It's 6:27 West Coast time. It's 9:27 out east. It's 2:27 for those watching GMS in the UK. I played Apex Legends for a very brief moment last night. I'll talk about that after the news. We got to get the video game headlines you need to know. As always, here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, February 7th, 2023, and this is your gaming morning show, Morning Gaming News. We have the Super Bowl coming up this Sunday. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it is coming Sunday, and as they do every year, the fine folks over at EA have predicted the Super Bowl winner via Madden NFL 2023. Well, that part's not every year. Usually they use the current game. But this year, it's Madden NFL 23. And I got good news and I got bad news. Good news is Madden 23 says the Eagles will win the Super Bowl.
Woo! Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory.
The bad news is... The last two predictions that Madden has made have been complete misfires, and their record as of late has been less than stellar.
Like they've missed like 3 in a row or something like that.
Looking for their record, but I want to say they're like 1 for the last 6.
I saw that too. It's something pretty atrocious. Like this last
they've been pretty bad.
last stretch of a decade's worth of picks, rough.
Yeah, not good. So, so maybe this is the year that they're not wrong.
Good morning to Shadow, and thank you for the follow on Twitch. Says Chiefs all the way. We'll introduce you to a friend of ours here in about 10 minutes. So I think the one that I think has a better track record is who Jimmy Fallon's puppies pick with the puppy predictor. I do know that one of the recent Broncos Super Bowls, whether it was the one we lost to the Seahawks or the one we beat the Panthers in, they had one right and then one incorrect. But other than that, I think they've been pretty accurate. So, here's the lesson. Screw video games. If you want a prediction, rely on puppies.
Perfect. Yeah, I like it. Okay, well, I guess we'll find out who predicts correctly this Sunday. You doing anything? Do you want to come and watch it?
I had somebody, it was the person who teaches my daughter's music lessons. They have a conflict with the normal time, and they're like, "Are you available Sunday?" I was like, "No, we are not." So sorry. Yeah, I'll be busy on Sunday. I'm gonna do something fun. It's a holiday.
And it's funny, people that just aren't even aware of it happening, because even The Last of Us, the TV show, has moved away from Sunday to get out of Super Bowl's way. This next episode's airing on Friday to not air on Sunday.
Oh, are you serious? Like, they didn't take a week off. They're just putting it out early.
Yep, it's coming out Friday.
Wow, that's some respect right there.
In our next news story, Nintendo Switch has continued to sell well, and it has now surpassed the PlayStation 4 and Game Boy to become the 3rd best-selling console of all time. They're sitting at 122.55 million units sold. Again, thus making it the 3rd best-selling video game system of all time. This was revealed in Nintendo's 3rd quarter earnings report, which also announces that 994.3 million units of Switch software have also been sold. So that's a pretty good attach rate. Always looking at units of software per console, and that one's pretty good in the roughly 9 games per console range. The Nintendo DS is the next console up, sitting at number 2 at 154 million units sold, and the PlayStation 2 is at 159 million units sold. So the Switch most likely has staying power and is not that far off from passing those as well. The Switch sales, however, in the last year have declined by 21.3% from 2021. When it sold 18.95 million units in the first 3 quarters. So it was selling pretty well, but we were still in that range of pandemic where a lot of consoles were doing well, and the Switch was something you'd get your hands on as opposed to the next gen consoles. And they had the OLED model out, so there's a lot. But good job, Nintendo.
Well, that's really impressive. The best-selling whatever of all time, right? But how well does it sell in
space?
It's the only console to have sold any units on Mars.
Could you imagine if someone from the International Space Station, they were like bringing supplies or something, like, "Oh, hey, crap, I forgot my Switch. Would you mind? Oh, wait, I heard there's a Steam Deck now. If you couldn't mind, just bring one up next time. That'd be cool. Thanks."
At one point do you think like a Switch, for example, take it to space? That I assume is doable. I don't know. Will the Switch work in space? What's the charging situation like up there? I don't know. But at what point do you think someone performs a stunt and they send someone up in space as a retailer, and then someone else up in space to purchase it, and it becomes the first system sold in space? You know it's going to happen sometime.
Now.
You're welcome.
This is your fault,
Nintendo. In our last news story, looking forward to the next season of Apex Legends. I know some people that might play Apex Legends, and we have some new information on it. And the sad part, I suppose, is that we're not going to have a new character in the next season of Apex, but it is getting some new modes, including a long-requested team deathmatch mode. This is from ONS Good of Polygon. The 16th season, Revelry, kicks off on Valentine's Day, February 14th. And it's not going to introduce a new legend. The first time there's been a new season without a new hero to play since it launched in 2019. They are, however, reorganizing the existing lineup of heroes into character classes, with each class having access to a combat perk. Additionally, 6 legends, among them Wraith, Lifeline, and Seer, will get updates beyond the usual balance changes. So they're working on some stuff, but no specific new legend. The 6 classes are going to be Assault, Skirmisher, Recon, Controller, and Support. More information about those classes and who fits and where are going to continue to be available over the next few days, according to the story. There is also going to be a new weapon that you can see in the season premiere video that was showed yesterday. It's called Nemesis, so you can check that out. And then, as teased, there are new modes going to be available. Their decision to focus on rebalancing and reorganizing its roster is an interesting one after the mobile game has been announced to be going away. And no word as to the 2 playable legends that are exclusive to the mobile game coming to the console. No one knows.
Yeah, and I didn't get a chance really to play with either of the mobile exclusive legends when I had just started playing this game last month. So thanks a lot for getting rid of it. I will say, though, that the balancing kind of makes sense, and I'm interested to see how they do it because, like, I'm a Loba main. Loba's one of 2 support characters, I think. And it's like, out of the big, gigantic roster they have, to classify those 2 as support with a Lifeline, who's actually like a support character, you know, picks you up and all of that stuff. I'm interested to see kind of what the differences entail. Also, I'm interested to see how they address the beacons, the survey beacons, because it started as like that was the big thing for Pathfinder, and it's like, oh no, you get it too, and then they're like, oh yeah, Pathfinder, you can also get your ultimate right away, but that's good enough, right? There's a whole bunch of stuff. So anyway, I'm excited for it. We'll be having that on GMS Tuesday nights, the day it launches, assuming the servers work, so you can check that out. 8 p.m. Pacific time, a week from tonight, so that's exciting.
It's exciting indeed. I'll be tuning in for that one. And always last but not least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with the World Around segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today, like Birth out on PC, Nadir, a grim dark deck builder out on Switch and PC, Prison Tycoon under new management out on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S/X, and Switch. Tameless is out on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, Switch, and PC. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to Daily Dadish out on PC. I think they're dad radishes.
I don't think you're too far off. I know you can't know much, but I think your gut instinct is pretty okay in this respect. So
Nice.
all right. Well, congratulations to Daily Dadish. You are our name of the morning. Could become name of the month if you believe. It just depends. You can find out more about the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News on our Instagram, which is at Gaming Morning Show. So check us out there. And then if you're one of our Patreon subscribers, there are 30 of you now who are Patreon subscribers. You can go ahead and win our name of the month the week that it is announced. And coincidentally enough, today is that day where we need to name our winner for the month of January. So we'll do that here very momentarily. Find out more about becoming a Patreon subscriber at patreon.com/Gaming Morning Show. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
All right, it says 6:38. We need to do a whole bunch of stuff in like the next 2 minutes. So let's do our name of the month reveal for the month of January. If you checked it out on Twitter and on our Instagram yesterday, we shared what were our finalists, but we want to hear them from you, our hashtag video game expert. Please let us know our finalists for the month of January.
Well, January was an interesting month. There were quite a few days that there were nothing. Lots of nothings. And then we were gone for a while, and that doesn't help either. We did have some highlights, though. Early on in the year, we had Towers, Turrets, and Turtles. That was a pretty good one. Hole in One, spelled W-O-N, was another one. I'm assuming that's some sort of golf game where you can win in past tense. I don't know.
Hopefully.
We also had, later on in the month, we had Mrs. Cat Between Worlds, Pizza Tower, Clunky Hero. A lot of good ones.
So your winner for name of the month for the month of January is
Clunky Hero. The PlayStations and the Xboxes and the Switches and the PCs. Clunky Hero.
Clunky Hero. It's available on all those platforms that you just said. A crazy platformer with a touch of RPG and tons of quirky but challenging things. So that is our winner of the name of the month, and our Patreon subscribers will have a chance to win it starting later today in our Patreon-only Discord. We are going to be playing the game coming up on Thursday during the final hour cruise, so stay tuned for that. You'll have to let me know if we have to do this better. You have to let me know if it's one that we can play together, because if not, only one of us is going to buy it, because we can't play it at this. I guess we did that, didn't we? With a little to the left, we can play it simultaneously.
We could, yeah, and depending on the game, sometimes that's more fun than others. So we'll check it out.
All right, it's 6:41 on this morning radio show that plays games. This is for Shadow, who said Chiefs all the way. It's not that we're against the Chiefs. It's just that we happen to have a friend who we have on every single show, and they're their own bear, so they get to pick and make their own decisions. So we'll see who they pick for Super Bowl. The Super Bowl that is definitely Super Bowl 2,832,739,812. As Mike said, that is the one and only Bear. Show us you, Bear. Ah, there he comes. Nice sunny day. Says hi, waving.
I brought a friend again.
Hi, LaShawn McCoy. And Eagle the Mathemateagle.
Man, good thing he has a good grip on that eagle fur, also known as feathers.
That's why LaShawn McCoy only needs one hand. Catches the ball with the other one. Cracked. Nice work. So, Lucas Myko says, that's a Shady Eagle. It's like, what are you talking about? But yeah, I get it. Shady McCoy. I think it's concerning Eagle the Mathemateagle looks straight into our soul, though. That's
sometimes through your soul, which is even more terrifying.
That's right. It's hitting the backdrop right behind me. It's nuts. Good morning and nice chat to Keith Anthony. It's good to see you.
Nice chat.
It's time to find out the story that we're tracking at this hour.
You can news if you wanna.
On this morning radio show that plays games, and that has to do with what's going on in the world, including the world of education.
Nice.
As opposed to what's going on in space, I suppose. So, this is a story of someone who picked up their diploma at 9 years old. 9 years old, already getting their diploma, which is pretty impressive, all things considered. All right, let's take a look at what the story means. It's from Ben Hooper of UPI, and the story reads thusly, and that is that this person picked up their diploma at 9 years old. The person's name that I'm about to tell you is a 9-year-old with dreams of becoming an astrophysicist, and one step closer to his goal after graduating high school. David Balogun started at Harrisburg-based Reach Cyber Charter School as a third grader, and has now been awarded his high school diploma after completing the required classes virtually from his home. I wanted to go because I had the ability to do it, so why not use those abilities for the greater good? And the Balogun, who is also working on getting his black belt in karate, has already completed a semester at Bucks County Community College and is looking into continuing his education at a 4-year college or university. Quote, I want to be an astrophysicist, and I want to study black holes and supernovas, Balogun told a TV station. The boy's parents, who have advanced degrees, said their son is unusually gifted. Quote, he's a 9-year-old with a brain that just has the capacity to understand and comprehend a lot of concepts. That's beyond his years, and sometimes beyond my understanding, said his mother.
Wow. Congrats. Kid whose name I already forgot. David
Balogun. I mean, listen. As somebody who proudly obtained a B average in school, I can tell you that I'm quite impressed with a high school diploma at 9.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Good morning. It's good to see Superphonic. I almost read exactly what Superphonic wrote.
Nice chat.
It's good to see Superb Owl Phonic this morning. Is anyone having a watch party for the Super Bowl? Anyone?
I'm sure someone is.
I mean, Superphonic, we are. You'd have to get yourself to Oregon.
Yeah, you are invited. All the UK folk are invited for sure.
What are your plans for the Super Bowl? Lucas Michael says I'm watching it in my house. Oh, it looks like JF Downs will be here. So
Nice.
Are you gonna give lodging? I didn't have any lodging plans.
Yeah, no. Anyone that travels from the UK for the Super Bowl party can crash on any of our couches, or we have a blow-up mattress or cots. You're welcome to any of them.
I will get you a tent for the garage so that it's actually warm. Not because my garage is leaking or anything, but
I don't think you should give the tent, because Bob will be upset that he's stuck in a box and you had a tent this whole time.
I don't know. Bob's box is pretty glamorous. Good morning. Did I see Scott Chick's name in here? Maybe I'm making that up. Scott Chick, if you're here, good morning. It's good to see you.
The dead dogs live under Scott Chick's bed.
Superphonic's looking at flights as we speak. Down's actually going to be here flying in on Eagle the Mathematical.
Nice.
Well, and then you'll have a travel companion, because LaShawn McCoy is constantly on Eagle the Mathematical. So you can talk to LaShawn McCoy about his career. Sis asked which one it is. It is close to the 3 billionth one. I think this is Super Bowl 57. I should have asked Mathematical, because the Super Bowl is always shown in Roman numerals, and so sometimes people don't remember what they are.
That was such a good play. You kicked it over, I got a little bit closer, and then you hit it.
That's what we do. Correct. Mike said, someone asked if I wanted to go to a home show on Sunday. I told my wife if she said yes, I'd divorce her. Damn. Well, I guess that's a pretty understandable reaction, considering your team is in the Super Bowl. Like, that's already like a deal breaker for me, even when my team is not in the Super Bowl. But yeah, when your team's in there, I'm not missing that for the world. I remember one time it was the Ravens Super Bowl that they were in after they had beat the Broncos on the prayer and thin air in the divisional round. So it was 46? 47? Yeah, it was 47, I think. Because we made it the following year. And I went to the store in the morning, and somebody was out in a Ravens shirt. And I was like, you should be home watching the pregame. What are you doing? Get home. Send someone else to the store. but my expectations are sometimes skewed. Superfox says, I have the Monday off, so I actually watch it without praying for a first half blowout. So let's see. Okay, if it's 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, the Super Bowl starts in the UK, do at 11:30 at night. Wow.
Yeah, that's rough.
Never mind. I'm not surprised by this. I was going to say, with the NFL having such a desire to grow the game in Europe, especially with all the London games, and now, like, they've, I think, found a rekindled love with Germany, because that was where they used to have a lot of the NFL Europe teams. And the German market was one that kind of played American football quite a bit compared to some of the other European nations, according to what I've been told, and I will listen to those who actually live there. So it sounds like it was a little surprising that they went with London initially, but it sounds like they felt like the dollars were going to be present in London more so when they first started playing the international games there. And so I'm kind of surprised that they haven't, like, moved the start of the Super Bowl back, but they definitely do not want to lose that window with, you know, having it in prime time on the East Coast. So, that makes sense. Good morning and welcome in for those joining us on Twitch, courtesy of the raid from Retro Hitch. It is good to see you. Morning, gamer. Welcome in. This is a gaming morning show. We're so glad that you're with us. It is Tuesday, February 6th, 2023. 7th, rather. This is the 7th of February, 2023. If you're playing bingo with us this morning and you had wrong date on your bingo card, you can check mark that one off. We are a morning radio show that plays games. We're in Rocket League right now. Coming up after this, we'll be doing Birthdays This Day in Gaming History, as we have set segments that we do just like your favorite morning radio show, but instead of music, we play games between segments. We're on Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. So that's the best place to go to learn more about us this morning. If you're just joining us, you were invited to answer our question of the day. It's National Send a Card to a Friend Day. So we're asking you the question, when's the last time you sent something to a friend? It's great to see you all. Thank you so much for being with us on this Tuesday. That is Sean, Sports Gaming on the left side of your screen. Otherwise known as our hashtag video game expert, gives us the Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News, every single show in the 6 o'clock hour, and recaps it with the Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews at 8:40 every single show as well. Coming up next hour, we'll have a list of the day and sports. You can also find us on Instagram at Gaming Morning Show as well. It is good to see you all. Thank you for being here. Nice chat.
Nice chat!
To Retro Hitch, thank you for sending your audience over to us. It is good to see Spinzy. Welcome. DJ Hoffman. DJ Hoffman. It's good to see you as well. Dr. Drelly. It's good to see you as well. And thank you for being here as well. Ant. You're going to have to help me out with that. Antaeus.
I think the rest is silence. I think it's just Ant.
Hey, welcome, Ant. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here very much. Retro, good to see you. Retro has been in our audience quite a bit and is probably sending their audience over to us because Retro is cheering for the Chiefs. So, yeah. Are you hiding Bear Bear's face?
Yeah, don't look. Don't look. Don't look. It's safe.
Go Chiefs. Go Chefs. Go Chefs this weekend. How was your show? Retro, let us know what you did. Shadow's back in saying, woohoo, Chiefs. Oh my gosh. Hoffman says, oh, my dad's, I need a mispronunciation counter. Yeah, one thing that I have apparently learned in my 20 plus years of broadcasting is I cannot say words.
Words are tough.
Other than that, we're cracked. So. All right, stick around. If you want to do
Correct!
exclamation point bingo, you can grab your bingo card. You can play along with us. Let's see how everyone's doing in the first hour.
I need to update mine.
Shadows grabbed their card. Let's see. Sports.gaming's got one marked. IMJF Downs has the wrong date marked. We didn't win that last game, did we?
No, we're 0 for 2 this morning.
Uh,
Did your Bear poem rhyme?
No, I didn't even do a poem, so.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can check mark Bear poem doesn't rhyme because there wasn't one. So.
How's Bob doing? Hey Bob, you pretty okay? You doing maybe fine?
You dummy, Bob.
Next time.
Bob's our big voice who sits in a box to my left in my garage. It's a beautiful box, so we think. But Sean said that if we put a tent in for those flying in for the Super Bowl, that Bob might get jealous. So,
Bob is good with it.
oh no, look, Bob's fine with it.
Bob's what?
Bob likes it.
You're not going to get a free square. I'm sorry.
Hey, Bob, can you think of any words that rhyme with wine or
Not
dine?
Not really.
You'll get him one of these days.
No.
It's good to see you, Bob. It's good to see you, Retro Hitch. Thank you again. It's time for birthdays this day in gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate, please let us know. It's 6:55 West Coast time, 9:55 out east, and it is 2:55 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Birthdays, let us know, because we want to celebrate with you. Retro, didn't you have a birthday recently? I think we celebrated Retro's birthday just a couple of weeks ago. So happy birthday if it's your birthday month still, or if it's your birthday plus 2 weeks, meaning you get the celebration 2 weeks other side, you know? Then there you go. Works okay. 22nd of January, okay. Let's start with celebrity birthdays, Sean. We're going to go with actor James Spader turns 63.
Fun fact, James Spader is originally from Boston.
Is that fun of a fact?
That's at least a fact. And
Yeah.
it's about him, so we've seen worse.
Yeah, that's true. The only thing I know James Spader for is The Blacklist, which, you know, of course, I'm sure James attended one of the NBC upfronts prior, right?
Sure.
I think it was the one in 2019.
Yeah, I think that was May 13th, 2019.
No, that's when the upfronts always are, is in May.
Yeah. I think it was at the Four Seasons in New York. Is that right?
Yeah, that looks right to me. It's always at the Four Seasons every May of 2019. Every single one. Never changes. But he was on this show called The Blacklist, and when they were promoting that show, they're like, James Spader stars. And I'm like, who the hell is James Spader? First time I'd ever heard of James Spader was for The Blacklist, and I'm sure James has done like 30,000 other things that I'm just not aware of.
He's done a lot.
I feel bad. I've seen this person in concert. Singer Garth Brooks turned 61.
I have also seen this person in concert. That was my very first concert ever. Was a Garth Brooks concert.
They all kind of go downhill from there.
Yeah, it was a good one. It's at the Staples Center in LA, and it was a very fun concert. The highlight was when he was messing with the drummer and he was like hitting the cymbals with him, and then at one point he was like kicking the cymbals, and then the cymbal fell down and took half the drum set with it. They had to take a quick intermission.
Oh my gosh. Garth, quit dicking with the drums.
It was fun, and it was in his heyday. It was back in the 90s, so he was still very energetic and running around and being crazy. It was fun. But fun fact, he also served as the narrator for a National Geographic TV series about the U.S. national parks.
That's where he was singing the theme song. He's like, I've got friends in the national parks where the...
Bears.
Chris Rock, the comedian, turns 58 today.
Fun fact, he has hosted episodes of Saturday Night Live on 3 different occasions.
Interesting. Not 1, not 2, but 3 different occasions. I wonder if he was ever on a different show.
No, probably not.
Actor Ashton Kutcher turns 45 today.
Nice. Fun fact, he used to be married to actress Demi Moore.
Who knew?
It's a
Who knew?
terrible fun fact.
It's also a fun fact about somebody else. Well, not entirely. Yeah, it's still about them. He was in the marriage, as far as I know.
Allegedly.
Actress Deborah Ann Wool turns 38.
She appeared in an episode of Quantum Leap that aired earlier this year.
Are you still watching that show?
Nope. I saw the first episode and didn't not enjoy it, but never went back. So that says something, I guess.
Can we get a damn movie with friendly wolves, please?
I said wool. I did say wolf, and then I said wool. So, yeah. All right, so there's some of your birthdays this morning on the celebrity birthday list. If you have a birthday and you want it to be celebrated when you were hanging out with us, you can put it in our Discord. We have a birthdays channel. No drummer birthdays this morning. Any other birthdays that catch your attention?
It's saxophonist Brian Travers' birthday of UB40, and he's 64. Finish reading the number.
How old?
64.
64. Actor Tina Majorino, who was in Napoleon Dynamite, and Veronica Mars is 38, or the side pony famously in the former film mentioned there. Also historical, no longer with us birthdays, John Deere and Laura Ingalls Wilder all have birthdays today. Also Thomas More, who I don't know who this person is, Catholic saint and English statesman, but I'm so used to seeing the last name More spelled Moore. Oh, yeah. This is Thomas Give Me More. Give Me More. Interesting. So I'll have to learn who that is.
Maybe he used to have 2 O's and he lost one.
I'm being told that Spader's epic Breakfast Club was great. I've never seen Breakfast Club. That shouldn't probably come too much of a surprise, but it was apparently in Boston Legal too, and I've seen lots of Boston Legal. So, whoops. Swing and a miss by old Hefty there. Sis says Garth has some weird social media posts, and Spinzy said, what was his alter ego? Do you remember?
Chris Gaines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think it's true, but I don't know if it is true, that he created that alter ego just so that he didn't have to share any of his royalties with his ex-wife, but I have no clue if that's true. So apparently Lucas Michael says she was in Daredevil. Okay. Yeah, I've never seen Daredevil either.
My collection of guitar music, I have the Chris Gaines guitar thing.
Lucas Michael says, I saw Chris Gaines in concert. It was weird. That was his real hair, though, or was that a wig?
I have no idea. I have to imagine it was a wig. There's no way. There's no way he just kept that hairstyle.
He looks like Zoolander on that cover. Like with long hair. Chris Gaines. If you had Chris Gaines mentioned on your bingo card today.
I don't think I've ever played a song out of this. Should I cover Chris Gaines song?
Yes, and we should play it all of the time on this show. All right, it's time for This Day in Gaming History. Sean, there's a couple, just one from before 1995, which means you get a chance to play Lawsuit or Not a Lawsuit. Sean, the year was 1983.
Not a lawsuit.
Bob plays the didgeridoo. Your answer's locked in. You said not a lawsuit. 1983, Sean. Atari seeks a legal injunction against Coleco Industries to stop it from selling its ColecoVision adapter to play Atari cartridges.
Incorrect.
I need to do a search here.
Incorrect.
He's already answered. You don't need to...
Ooh, so close, but in the end, incorrect.
Still a lawsuit.
That was no, incorrect still.
I'm so sorry. You're a loser. 2005 at the International Solid State Circuits Conference. I like that name. Solid State, you know, the main character from Metal Gear Solid.
Perfect.
Don't you remember when State would die, the person on the comm would be like, State! State! State!
Solid.
It was held in San Francisco. Engineers from Sony, IBM, and Toshiba reveal specifications for the Cell processor. This is all caps. Not all caps, capitalized Cell. Sony will use the Cell in its next generation PlayStation console. The Cell will have a 64-bit IBM power processor and 8 processing units capable of handling separate computing tasks. The processor is expected to run at speeds faster than 4 gigahertz, process 256 billion calculations per second, incorporate 2.5 megabytes of on-chip memory, and have the ability to transfer data to and from off-chip memory at speeds of up to 100 gigabytes per second. The chip will incorporate 234 million transistors and be produced using advanced 90 nanometer chip making processes.
Whew. Need a nap.
That was a lot. That was way too much.
That was a long
2006, Konami releases Winning Eleven 9 for PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable, and Xbox. 2011, Nintendo releases the Mario Sports Mix for Nintendo Wii. That next year, Nintendo put out Circle Pad Pro for the 3DS. The accessory adds a second analog Circle Pad controller and a second set of shoulder buttons for $19.99. And in 2012, Capcom releases Resident Evil Revelations for Nintendo 3DS. That same year, Electronic Arts puts out Kingdoms of Amalur.
There you go.
Amalur. Reckoning for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. There was at least 2 in there, so there we go.
Nice
right.
work.
That's your This Day in Gaming History. That's your first hour of this morning radio show that plays games. Coming up next hour, we'll tell you some things like greeting card facts. Fun, optional.
Jury's out.
Our most highly anticipated list of the day of the year. And sports.
Sports.
Thank you for the follows on Twitch to Spinzy and Shadow again. And thank you again, Retro, for the raid of 28. We appreciate you sharing your audience with us. We'll come back next hour with more Gaming Morning Show. It is on the way. We'll also reiterate our topic of the day and remind you to get exclamation point bingo so you can play along with the show. That is Sean. I am Hefty. More to come on Tuesday, February 7th, 2023 on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, GamingMorningShow.tv.
Thank you.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, list of the day and sports. Take Gaming Morning Show with you on Twitter Spaces. Find us at Watch GMS on Twitter and listen while scrolling your feed. Or try audio only on Twitch. Time for hour number 2, right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome back. Gaming Morning Show continues. Thank you so much for being with us wherever you may be. It is Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. We're so glad that you're along for the ride. That is Sports.Gaming, left side of your screen. I am Hefty Goof. Fingers are working pretty okay for Sean, who actually was the original mathematician of the show, but ever since we met Eagle the Mathemateagle, who's rooting for the Philadelphia Eagles in Sunday's Super Bowl, we've now had to demote Sean and no longer our official mathematician. I'm so sorry.
Mr. Eagle, what is 3 minus 2? Nailed it, man. He's smart.
Find a better mathematical. You can't. He's our mathematical. Damn it.
That's pretty good.
Shadow, thank you for stopping by. I said, gotta go. See you later. Of course, you can take us with you, as Bob mentioned, on the road. If you want to listen audio-only mode, we are a very audio-friendly show. You can also listen on Twitter Spaces for the first 2 hours live and continue to listen to the show as well. We're also available in podcast form. If you want to check us out, just search Gaming Morning Show on your favorite podcast platform. I want to share something that Kim Chica is doing. You likely have heard us talk about Kim Chica before. Outstanding Twitch streamer, but has just started a Game of the Month club called Geeks and Grounds. It's actually something that started once before, but I know that Jenny's been working on trying to revamp this for some time. And it's a monthly game club, basically, where you join and talk about a game that's of a common theme for everybody to kind of join in on. The idea is to have invigorating conversation, much similar to what Kim Chica supplies on her show. So if you would check that out, please, that is available at Geeks and Grounds. and you can start that now. The first game is already out for the Game of the Month Club, which is a pretty cool concept. It's kind of like a book club, but that's focused around video games, introducing you to that hopefully today. All right, it's good to see everybody. Appreciate you being here. Sean, I'm asking you the question that we're asking the audience today. National Send a Card to a Friend Day. When's the last time you sent something to a friend?
It's been a while. Especially if we're talking physical somethings. I definitely haven't sent a card to anyone anytime recently. I've sent Christmas presents to family. Does that count?
I mean, it technically does. I think
Yeah.
the spirit, of course, is probably more in line with the, just because, or whatever the case may be. It's hard to package things yourself and send it. I will admit that, like, online shopping has made things a little bit easier, because, like, I can send that directly to them, and I don't have to worry about getting it to the post office or boxing it. Boxing it's hard. So.
Yep. I'm gonna send something to you today.
You have brought me stuff, so that should count. I just happen to be a drop-off as opposed to a in the mail kind of thing. Yeah. Retro says, not sent a card or letter to anyone in years. And I think that's kind of the idea behind National Send a Card to a Friend Day, is try to just give that one reminder a year where, you send something out. That's probably helpful, because I think nowadays it's a lot harder to remember to do that, because you're not using letters as any form of primary communication anymore.
Right. So old-timey.
All right. Today, among other days of the day, it's Wave All Your Fingers at Your Neighbor Day, National Periodic Table Day, National Jack Day, National Fettuccine Alfredo Day. Do you make fettuccine Alfredo? I know you make your own pasta, but do you make the Alfredo sauce too?
So we've done homemade Alfredo sauce before, and I've done homemade pasta, but I have never made from scratch homemade fettuccine Alfredo. I would like to, because I love homemade fettuccine Alfredo, and the Alfredo that we made once was delicious. It included like 15 sticks of butter, but was delicious. So yeah, a homemade fettuccine Alfredo would definitely be something I'd be interested in making.
Someone who I follow on Instagram more for cocktails was the other day making a fettuccine Alfredo, and it actually looked far easier than I imagined it to be. So maybe Hefty Wife and I can take care of the Alfredo sauce if you want to take care of the pasta.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, deal. Retro said, oh, wait, no, I lie. I've sent letters in boxes of Retro to friends. See?
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you for coming to your confessional. Hefty Goof, I'm here because I have lied to you today.
I've got another confession to make.
GMS confessional. Look, it's Myko says, I also have many of my friends don't have many of my friends' addresses because, well, I know them here. It's funny that Mike says that, because one of my things that I like to do if I'm going to go ahead and send someone something as like a surprise is I don't want them to know it's on the way, right? Like, I want it to be a complete and absolute surprise. And so it's always rough when you like message the person and go, hey, what's your address? Why are you asking? Oh, no reason. Just wondering if you still have an address.
This is I'm doing census.
Yes. But it's 2014. It's that's why I'm doing the census, because the government only does it every 10 years. So somebody's got to do it. Last time I sent a card just because was to my grandpa, and he emailed me in responses. And the card says, please write me a card back. I'd love to hear from you in pen and paper. And Grandpa's like, I don't got time for that.
Have you heard of this email thing?
Did that for decades. I can just click a button now and it gets instantly to you. Oh no.
Man, our teammates really trying to set them up.
Now we're playing against Daddy again.
And you too.
I didn't know Bono was here. I get an assist for that. I knocked the goalie out of the way so that you could fly and soar.
Yeah, that worked out.
I gave them just enough of a tap to make them. Sis says, I was really hoping that he'd write me back and we could start a pen pal, but I guess not. Grandpa, I just want to be your pen pal. Do you know how hard it is to write a letter, Sis? Other stuff to do. That's a beautiful center.
That was a good shot.
Jermaica says a true fettuccine Alfredo should simply be fettuccine, butter, and Parmigiano Reggiano. Nothing else. Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Boo.
All right, ready up. Oh, of course, you're not MVP in that very short-lived game either.
Right.
But, oh, I didn't score over 100. It doesn't matter that we didn't play the whole game. Everyone decided to leave. So if you have hefty scores under 100 on your bingo card, then you can count that one.
All right, I'm counting that one.
Yeah, you should. It's so frustrating. I wish they would just finish the game. So, we do have sports coming up this hour.
Sports?
So get ready for that. That's on the way. And we'll talk more about the Super Bowl, some other headlines as well. Says, I'll be your pen pal, says Look, it's Michael. See? Gaming Morning Show connecting people. Sis said, don't get my hopes up. I mean, if you go to if you ever want someone to write you a letter, I got the perfect solution. Okay, here's what you do, right? I'm going to stand still for a second. You go to twitch.tv/ChrisME. And there's a points reduction. I was busy, I'm sorry. Okay, I had to do some logistics. Plus, Bono needed to score. They haven't had a hit for a while. Okay? Get wrecked, you two. I'm ready now. So you go to there, and you click on the channel points area on Twitch. And Chris ME will write you a letter. It's a channel points redemption. It works extremely well. The moment you hit that button, an alert goes to the mayor of the internet. Okay? And Chris will immediately start writing down a letter and send it to you. There will be no waiting. It's usually in your inbox, your mailbox, within a matter of days. Look, it's Mike O is saying that's untrue. I've been waiting for a letter for 3 years. That's because, Mike, your letter went through GMS fulfillment. And so, unfortunately, you were rerouted, which is not the case. Everyone else receives their letters immediately. Yeah. Also, if Quiet I Am Gaming is here, if you could please help me remember how we spell fulfillment now, that would be great. I had to confess to somebody yesterday that the reason their GMS emotes on Twitch aren't available to them yet is because of fulfillment, and I had to use the incorrect spelling because I couldn't remember how the correct spelling is spelled. No one writes letters like Chris. You should see his A. Get it? Because it's a letter?
Fulfillment.
Fulfillment. What? I like how there's a UNT at the end. Fulfillment. Sis says, wait till I get home, Mike. I'll write you a heckin' letter. See, we're connecting people on Write a Card to Your Friend Day. You know, remember that time that we were playing a Rocket League game where we had a significant lead?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Now we don't. Yeah. Look, it's Mike O. If you look in our chat right now, shared Mike's password. Towns Road, get wrecked, you two. Talking about us, we need to get wrecked. This is about to be the most legendary comeback of all comebacks. Oh, nice try. Bad luck. Like, that's how you spell it, silly. Oh, yeah, of course. That's definitely not your password. That's also definitely not the password to Access Fulfillment on GMS. We wouldn't have made it something like that. All right, next hour, It Takes Two. We're going to have a Teammate Tuesday where Sean and I actually try to complete the game It Takes Two, because otherwise the way that we were playing it on Wednesdays alone wouldn't have... we wouldn't have ever gotten the game done, ever.
No.
So we'll have that for both today and Teammate Tuesday, and then Work Together Wednesday tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we'll play our brand new crowned name of the month. It was the name of the morning. It is now our name of the month. So very excited to do that on Thursday. I think you're excited for this game too.
Yeah, it's clunky.
It's called Clunky Hero. As much as I wanted to play Turtles, Tanks, and Turrets or something like that, oh no, that was completely not the right thing to do. I almost compounded my mistake too. Trying to get it out of the way, I was just knocking Unknown all over the place. Nice shot. Ah. The Rocket League games, other than that one, could have been going better today. If they had stayed, we would have dominated that game. Although, you know, it's only 5-1. Nice. Ugh. All right, we got list of the day coming up. We're going to give you facts about cards. You would want them to be fun. We can't guarantee the fun of this list. Sean searched, you know, high and wide for fun lists about cards, and sometimes things are just not possible to find, you know what I mean?
Couldn't guarantee they're fun, also couldn't guarantee there's 10 of them. So we'll see what happens. Wow.
We're basically looking at a list of the day that is the equivalent to the celebrity fun facts when all the fun facts are their father was on TV. Does that sound about reasonable? Sound about right? Okay. Now, we also have a story coming up about Han Solo's blaster sold at auction. So if you were looking to get a Star Wars movie prop, we'll give you an idea of what some of the, like, original stuff is going for. You know, set some market prices for you. It's important to be prepared when you're going to go out and make a big purchase. So. Was that a pity goal?
Kinda. Had a nice gentle setup. I'm glad someone was there.
I was on the far side.
Yeah, no, you were both nearby.
I'm staying back. Lol. All right, here we go. Just get it over. Land. Land. No, Unknown. Land. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that was horrible. All right, thanks for being with us at 7:28 West Coast time. It's 10:28 out east, and it is 3:28 for those watching GMS in the UK. All right, that was probably the worst part of the morning so far. Otherwise, the show's going great. Thank you for being here, chat. We truly appreciate hanging out with us. I had 122 points. Sean was our team leader at 234. So while you already have your Ryan scores less than 100 on your bingo card, you can also mark it off again. Can you get double marks? Would that count?
If you try to double mark it, it unmarks, so careful.
Congratulations, you already have a bingo. Well, we guess we got to get to sports, don't we?
But you said it, so I counted it.
Oh, is that what people interpret that as?
I don't know, but you said sports, and so I marked sports.
Fair enough. Downs has my UK hat already marked off as well. We'll have a story of a world record coming up later to preview some options on your bingo card. All right, this is where we are. Thank you for being with us. It's time for List of the Day. This one comes to us courtesy of our favorite website, dsmarketinggroup.com. Sean, go ahead. Name a better marketing group.
Well, I mean, if you're in the Pittsburgh area, where else would you go other than DS Marketing Group? They might as well be the only marketing group in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I mean, I can't name another one in Pittsburgh.
Who can?
Right? It's because DS Marketing Group already has that problem solved. dsmarketinggroup.com. That's where we go for our list of the day. These are greeting card facts. Our fun is optional, and maybe having 10 of them likewise optional. So we'll have to see. Today is National Greeting Card Day. Is that what it is? National Send a Card to a Friend Day. That's what we're actually talking about today. Oh my gosh, this is a very templated website. Love Pittsburgh. Full Service Manufacturer Marketing Company, DS Marketing Group. It's technically DNS Marketing Group. That stands for Doc and
Sports.
Americans purchase approximately 6.5 billion greeting cards each year. Already have a fun fact. It's that many?
Yeah, I think you're reading number one.
What?
I think you're reading fact number one.
Oh, there's not like a setup for this?
No, we just launch right into fact.
Jesus.
One.
Hey, did you know Americans purchase approximately 6.5 billion greeting cards each year?
It's a lot.
All right. Just a second. What's the population in the United States? All right, there's 330 million people in the U.S., and there's 6.5 billion cards. Eagle, the mathematical. I need to ask you a question. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 6.5 billion greeting cards purchased each year. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And how many people?
And let's just say 330 million people. How many greeting cards are purchased on average by each person in the U.S.?
He says 19.69 repeated. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, my follow-up question is, Sean, why?
I don't know. I
Man.
haven't purchased almost 20 cards, so someone out there is buying a lot of
I
cards.
was going to say, based on the sample size that we have in our chat, we're not doing our part. How on earth? It estimated $7 to $8 billion in annual sales, which then shows the average cost of a card is roughly like $1.50 or something. Because if you have 6.5 billion purchased, it's even less than that. It's gonna be like $1 basically.
Yeah, man, if only there was a fact later on that talks about the price of cards.
Foreshadowing, apparently.
We'll be able to answer this question.
Call me hefty foreshadow.
2.
Number 2, the most popular everyday card sending occasion is by far birthday, followed by a number of secondary occasions that include sympathy, thank yous, wedding, thinking of you, get well, new baby, and congratulations.
What other types of cards are there after those? I guess that might be the point, is they were kind of giving the top categories. I read it as the most popular one, and then it's like, and then here's all the rest of them, but I guess that is just kind of an order. It's kind of sad that following birthdays is sympathy.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep this list going. Let's hopefully circle back around to some positive energy here.
3.
Most popular seasonal cards: Christmas, 1.6 billion purchased. Then it's Valentine's Day. Interesting. Mother's Day, Father's Day. The last one is St. Patrick's Day, selling only 7 million units compared to the 145 million units sold for Valentine's Day. Now, Sean, I'm sure you're wondering, well, does that include classroom Valentines? No, we don't count those in the official greeting card stats.
Yeah, those are special treats, not greeting cards.
4.
Number 4, women purchase an estimated 80% of all greeting cards. They also spend more time choosing cards than the average man and are more likely to buy several cards at once.
Except for Hefty's father. Apparently my dad.
Skews those statistics a little bit.
Yeah, that's part of the 20% apparently. Or at least certainly a Hefty father spends more than the aforementioned women spend choosing the cards. Hours in the aisle. Like sometimes the greeting card place like walks over to him and is like, hey, we close in like 5 minutes. Could you just make a damn selection?
I'm also going to envision that your dad only buys cards at like a Hallmark store, so he has the greatest variety.
Well, and probably has like one of those brand biases where it's like, the Hefty father, you can get those cards at like the dollar store. Screw that. If I'm sending a card, I'm sending one that's from Hallmark. Those greeting card people at American Greetings can get wrecked.
5.
Hey, 7 out of 10 card buyers surveyed, according to dsmarketinggroup.com, consider greeting cards absolutely or almost essential to them. 8 out of 10 buyers expect their purchase to remain the same going forward. And of the balance, twice as many card buyers say they will, quote, increase their purchasing as say they will decrease their purchasing in the coming year. I have no idea when this was published.
No one knows.
6.
Younger card buyers are those who are more technology savvy. And those who are more technology savvy are currently the ones most engaged in buying paper greeting cards online.
So what's the fact that they're buying them online?
Yeah, younger card buyers are buying them online, but still paper cards.
Agonizing over the messages as they scroll on Amazon.
Man, millions of options at that point.
7.
Most people now acknowledge many more birthdays than ever before because of Facebook, but they aren't necessarily sending fewer cards as a result. When we do our birthday segment every single show at 6:50 a.m. Pacific time, if It's Copia is in attendance, we usually get a Facebook birthday greeting. And it's usually something to the effect of, happy birthday to that one guy that I met that one time.
8.
They're great. The tradition of giving greeting cards as a meaningful expression of personal affection for another person is still being deeply ingrained in today's youth. And this tradition will likely continue as they become adults and become responsible for managing their own important relationships.
Did I blow past the one where it talks about how much they cost?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Blew right past it.
cool.
9.
I don't know if you have to go. If you do, go ahead.
I do.
All right, greeting cards can vary 50 cents to $10, apparently. Price point for every customer, the vast majority are between $2 and $4. The cost of a typical counter card, however, is between $2 and $4. Cards featuring special techniques, intricate designs, new technologies like LED lights are at the top of the price scale. I think that was far more facts than I ever wanted to know about greeting cards. I also will add that I am surprised how those findings, even in a sample size, the size of our audience, we are not even nearly close to where they were. It's absolutely bizarre. Very bizarre.
It's time for Ask Jeff. It's time for Ask Jeff. Ask Jeff.
Oh my gosh. No answer for Ask Jeff. That's it. I'm unbest friending Jeff. Not gonna do it. I'm mad now. That's not true. I can never be mad at Jeff. My guess is Jeff has not sent a greeting card in the last year. That's my guess. I could be wrong. Retro says, I once saw a wicked commiserations card. It had a pic of a dead horse on the front, and inside a comic font that said, "Oh noes, he died." We're getting a call back. This might be the first call back for Ask Jeff. You didn't answer my call.
I missed it. What's up?
When's the last time you sent a card to a friend?
Card to a friend? I honestly don't even know, man.
There you go. Ask Jeff. Doesn't even know, man. Sid says they probably gave him a copy of the door key and let him pay with the honor system. Oh, to my father? Maybe they... Honestly? Yeah, that's Sis, that's like you almost know, because I'm from a very small town. Down says, oh no, my mouse is out of battery. I can only chat in here. See you tomorrow. Work? That's right. Whatever it takes sometimes to get out of work.
Sicky, a sick day. In the UK.
Retro said, I don't even know 19.6 people in real life. And Down says, do Christmas cards count? Yeah, they technically do according to the data that we have. Jeff, I don't even know, man. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
You can news if you wanna.
All right, 7:41 on this morning radio show that plays games. Let's give you what we're tracking at this hour. Earlier, we told you about the 9-year-old who has graduated already from high school, wants to be an astrophysicist. You can find that story in either in the not show notes, but watching the VOD, or you can go to UPI as well. This story also comes from UPI and Ben Hooper. It's a story of the very expensive recent purchase at an auction of a Star Wars prop. This, according to Ben, Han Solo's blaster from the original Star Wars trilogy just became the most expensive prop gun sold at auction. According to Ben Hooper, it fetched a price of $1,057,500. The blaster, known officially in Star Wars lore as the Blastech DL-44 Heavy Blaster, was one of 3 wielded by actor Harrison Ford during the filming of the 1977 Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Illinois-based Rock Island Auction said the blaster is the only one of the 3 to survive to the modern day. The prop was modeled after a German-made Mauser C-96 dating to World War I and utilized parts from a World War II era MG-81 machine gun, as well as an early 20th century Hensoldt Wetzlar rifle scope. Guinness World Records confirmed the price earned the blaster the title of the most expensive prop gun sold at auction. So if you had Guinness World Record on your bingo card, you can mark that off. There you go. There you go. $1,057,000. I'm not surprised. I mean, that actually seems less expensive than I would have imagined. So, just because, I mean, Han Solo is a very popular Star Wars character. Star Wars is a very popular franchise. So, Downs got that one as one away from a bingo. And if you want to do exclamation point bingo, you can play along with us as well. Oh noes, he died. I have a question, Retro. Is that card intended for somebody whose horse actually has died? Or is that for just like general, oh no, they died? Like sympathy type card? I'm intrigued. All right, here's a couple of other fun facts. This is from National Today. GMSMorningGamingNews.com. Have you ever gotten excited when you open your mailbox and you find a handwritten card or letter? We all love getting items in the mail, but why? Perhaps it's the time it takes to sit down in our busy lives and write the card. Perhaps it's the fact that the person was thinking about you when they selected the card. Perhaps it's the quaintness of receiving something so physical in our age of rapid, digital, and instant gratification. Whatever the reason, join us February 7th to celebrate National Send a Card to a Friend Day. Check out 100 birthday wishes as well for their special occasion. Here's a couple of things that they had you keep in mind, or of the things that they had you keep in mind at nationaltoday.com. Sending a card shows you care about people. Have you ever heard the quote, "The measure of a life is not what that life accomplishes, but rather the impact that life has on others"? That's a Jackie Robinson quote, according to nationaltoday.com. Jackie sums it up perfectly. It's all the little things we can do for others that add up to how impactful we are in someone's life, and that is of immeasurable value in the grand scheme of things. So there you go. All right, 7:45 coming up after this. It is sports. We have a slew of Chiefs fans who've joined us today. Now, originally, Gaming Morning Show was endorsing the Cincinnati Everything Bengals for the Super Bowl, and unfortunately, they lost to the Chiefs in a horrific and sad, very annoying way for old Hefty here. But now it'll be up to the Eagles to win their second Super Bowl in like 5 years. Lickens Mike O, by the way, had a great tweet, and I can feel this in a reverse fashion. So Mike said something along the lines of, I waited a lot of Mike's life, I don't remember how many years Mike said, for the Eagles to even make a Super Bowl. Because the only Super Bowl the Eagles had been in prior, in our lifetime, was the Super Bowl where they lost to the Patriots, part of the Patriots' first however many. 3. They won 3 out of 4. So that was in like 2004. Eagles didn't make it back until like 2017-ish, 2018. And so I guess maybe not in a lifetime, but the only other one prior to that was the Dick Vermeil team from the 70s. And so you have that long of a wait to get to the Super Bowl for the very, for the second time. Now, I guess actually my story is exactly the same. So the Broncos were in Super Bowls in the 80s that were in my lifetime, but I was so young that I don't remember them. In fact, the first Super Bowl that I remember watching was the Giants-Bills Super Bowl 25, where Scott Norwood went wide right. That was the Super Bowl after the Broncos lost by 45 points to the 49ers, and that was their third appearance in 4 years. So in my lifetime, the Broncos had had a lot of success, but hadn't been back basically since I was starting to really focus on football and it was becoming a big part of my life. So they make Super Bowl 32, where they're a huge underdog against the Packers, and because of the Broncos' track record of losing Super Bowls bad, in fact, we are the best team when it comes to getting blown out in the Super Bowl. There's no other team that does that better than we do, as evidenced by Super Bowl 48. But anyway, it was back-to-back appearances in 97, 98, or 98, 99, depends on how you look at it. And we win those 2 Super Bowls. And because they had just been in the Super Bowl less than 9 years before, my brain was like, wow, that was really cool. I can't wait to get back. And then it took 15 years to go back. And that's kind of the story of the Eagles, right? They're in 04 after not having been in there since like 79. They lose to the Patriots on a field goal. And then they don't return. And they had all those NFC championship runs too, which makes it even harder to finally make it after that long. They were the Patriots and the Chiefs before the Patriots and the Chiefs in a way. Because it was unheard of to make that many consecutive championship games. The Bills probably, one of them, the Cowboys with the Niners, that kind of rivalry in the 90s. I think the Raiders and Steelers back in the 70s, they were always in the championship game. So, I at that point, when we made Super Bowl 48, we got demolished by the Seahawks. even though that Super Bowl is far closer than it seems because of the final score, certainly through the first half, but early second half, the kickoff return to open up the second half really did shift the whole dynamic. But man, I'd still rather go and get blown out 43-8 than not go at all. And that's why even getting to the Super Bowl 2 years later was worth it. But to win it, of course, was a big deal. So anyway, Kansas City fans, enjoy your moment in time, because, you know, even if this does last another 10 years, which with a good quarterback and a good coach, as the Chiefs have, it is very likely that it will. But, man, when it's gone, it sucks. Look at New England, right? That was a wonderful and probably unprecedented 20-year run. Let's see what happens after that. Good morning to KJ. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Now, we were talking about fulfillment earlier in the show because today is National Send a Card to a Friend Day. So we're asking questions about when's the last time you sent a card to somebody. And then we got sidetracked by talking about letter writing by the mayor of the internet, Chris Emier, who we shouted out. And Look, It's Mike O claims that Chris Emier is using the GMS fulfillment technique for sending out those cards or those letters. And so I did bring up a recent inquiry by a Patreon subscriber of ours about why their GMS emotes aren't available. And I commit to that person yet again that I will get to the bottom of why fulfillment has not fulfilled their obligation. Though, if you're a Patreon subscriber, we did name our GMS name of the month for the month of January earlier today. It was Clunky Hero. And so we're going to be playing Clunky Hero coming up on Thursday's show. And we are going to have that available as our Patreon giveaway in the Patreon-only Discord later today. So if you would like a chance to win Clunky Hero, be looking for that later. We also have sports coming up after this game of Rocket League. Sean will be back in the final hour crew. We're going to play It Takes Two and try to get closer to finishing that game with more gameplay tomorrow as well during Work Together Wednesday. KJ says, I agree with Maiko. All right, losers, but that's okay. It's 7:52 West Coast time. It is 10:52 out east, 3:52 for those watching GMS in the UK. Thank you for being here. 7:52. We're late. It's time for sports. By the way, I scored 294 points. I had the most points for our team. So no Ryan scored less than 100. If you had that on your bingo card, do exclamation point bingo if you would like to play with us. It is mobile friendly as well if you're listening to this morning radio show on your mobile device. All right, sports. Yesterday, hockey has resumed, which is a big one because I kind of missed the Flames playing. I went to their last game before the All-Star break on the 27th of January. I hadn't played until yesterday. And Sean and I were watching it simultaneously in different places. And Sean texted me. He's like, this has the feel of a we lose in the first 2 minutes of overtime type of game. And turns out your Calgary Flames lose 5-4 to the Rangers in overtime. The goal was scored basically a minute and a half into overtime. So it was pretty much exactly what Sean called for. The Flames led only once. They were up 4-3 in that game. So Calgary starts the year off with another overtime loss. Calgary's 10th of the year. Other NHL scores: Florida beat Tampa Bay 7-1. Islanders over Philadelphia 2-1. Arizona 3-2 win at home against Minnesota. In a shootout, Dallas gets a home win 3-2 over Anaheim. And the New Jersey Devils in overtime beat Vancouver 5-4. Your Portland Trail Blazers, also a loser yesterday in NBA games, 127-108 to Milwaukee. All right, there's some wild Super Bowl bets. If you're interested in some of the wackier things that you can bet on during the Super Bowl, you can check out that list here from CBS Sports. Sometimes if you're not huge into watching the game itself, then you can go ahead and bet on something. Oh crap, did I paste the wrong link? Oh no, there you go. There's some of the Super Bowl bets. Other news, Cardinals head coach search reportedly down to 2 finalists, and Brian Flores is now the new defensive coordinator of the Minnesota Vikings. Arizona Cardinals trying to replace Cliff Kingsbury. 3 candidates came back for an interview: Brian Flores, Lou Anarumo, and Mike Kafka. Now Flores has been hired, so it looks like the Bengals defensive coordinator and the Giants offensive coordinator are likely the final 2 for that. And that is your sports. Sports brought to you, as always, by King Gray. Find King Gray, the internet's biggest sports fan on the internet. All right, next hour, It Takes Two. We'll also play Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth. Encourage you and invite you to follow us on Instagram, please, where you can catch the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News every single day after the show, if you would like to check that out. And you can also follow us on Twitter at WatchGMS. Sean will be back next hour. We'll have our audience games, and then we will play It Takes Two with the final hour crew next on Gaming Morning Show, Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv.
Once upon a time, we were both happy. Everything was fine, then suddenly it leave. I was left behind, broken in pieces. Then you'd reappear. Sometimes we all feel a little afraid. We don't put our emotions on display. But I've gotta be strong. And I don't wanna know if you feel it too. Your chances are gone. And I don't need you anymore. Try to toe the line, make you wanna say. Asking myself why you keep going away. Don't want more goodbyes, so I've gotta say that although I've tried, sometimes we all feel a little unsure. We don't really know what we're here for. But I've got to move on. And I don't wanna know if you feel it too. Your chances are gone. been known to hide my feelings, keep all my emotions bottled up. Can't explain why I conceal it. Guess I'm holding back till I find the one. Maybe you're inches away. Could it be you keeping me safe? Yeah. Think I'm seeing my saving grace in you, in you. You're the reason why I can open up, let down my walls tonight. We could run away, let our worlds collide. I'm staying where you are, 'cause only you could ever mend my tender heart. Oh, 'cause only you could ever mend my tender heart. Only you could ever, 'cause only you could ever mend my tender heart. Good luck catching me defenseless, not putting all my secrets on the line. I'm keeping up my love's defenses, waiting for the one
Wienerina, such an unusual dog, so spooky and long. Wienerina, with the wag of her tail, on wings she set sail through the night. She'd like to play with the other ones, but she's frightened of the sun. All she wants is a little love and a little bit of blood. Wienerina, at midnight digging up bones with her pet snake Ramon. Wienerina, her doghouse looks like a tomb. By the light of the moon, she sneaks out. She'd like to fetch a ball and play, but the children see her and they run away. Hear her barking in the night. All she wants is love and a little bite. Wienerina.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show. Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. And GMS Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. And the clip of the day. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningshow.tv. And join our Discord. Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS. It's all coming up on Gaming Morning Show. Time for hour number 3, right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome back. Gaming Morning Show continues. Thank you so much for being with us wherever you may be. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningshow.tv. That is our website. We invite you to check it out. You can always click on the Where to Find GMS button, and you can take a look at all the different ways you can connect with us, whether you're sending tips, joining our Discord, or becoming a patron. Thank you to the nearly Well, it's exactly 30, I believe, now, Patreon subscribers, and those celebrating subiversaries this week, including Kiki Low, Chris M. Yee, Hoffbrew, Five Sill, Superphonic, Papa Paws, Kim Chica, and Unknown Story. You can find out more about our Patreon at patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. Sean will be back with us in just a moment. We're going to play It Takes Two in the final hour crew on a Teammate Tuesday. We'll also have the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News coming up in just a little bit. Today is International Clash Day, National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day, National Fettuccine Alfredo Day, Ballet Day, African American Coaches Day, Hug an Addict or Alcoholic Day, National Jack Day, National Periodic Table Day, Rose Day, Wave All Your Fingers at Your Neighbor Day, among the different days of the day. So it is so great that you can be along for the ride today. Pennsylvania 9-year-old earns a high school diploma. That's one of the stories that we shared with you earlier in the show. And Han Solo's original blaster sets a world record for over $1 million as the most expensive prop in most expensive prop gun sold at an auction, according to Guinness World Records. So if you haven't already, do !bingo, and you can get a bingo card for the final hour crew. Hello, Sean. It's good to see you.
Hello.
Today we're taking a look at National Send a Card to a Friend Day. Neither Sean nor I have really sent many cards as of late. I said if it was about sending just items to random people, I would probably get credit for that, since I've been sending about a Sasquatch a quarter to Look It's Mike O. So just kind of depends. We did share some facts as well.
We did.
$2 to $4, Sean. That's the average card price.
They weren't not fun, but they weren't fun per se.
They could have been better.
Yeah. They were facts, though.
I got a Gamefly envelope. It has Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection in it, so we are going to play that coming up tonight on GMS Tuesday nights for Super GMS Bros-in-Law. Have you decided kind of which ones we want to play?
No, I haven't. I don't know which ones are all online multiplayer, so we'll have to test it.
Yeah, if
or
you
are we playing in person?
No, we got. I think
online.
Yeah, I think we'll play online. You know, different studios. I think. Well, actually, no. There's not really a way. What we need in your room, in your studio, is we need a third big monitor. So.
I have a third itty bitty monitor.
Yeah, I can't play the game on that one. Yeah, if we brought a laptop, maybe, but then no. You know what I'm actually gonna get, because I might start going to a co-working space. I'm gonna get one of those portable HDMI monitors that are like 14 or 15 inches big. So
nice.
Maybe that's what I can start bringing over. But tonight we'll probably be in different studios for that. All right, I think we're in good shape. The only thing we have left to do is...
Welcome in, Final Hour crew.
The Final Hour crew is here.
Hello, FHC.
Mel B on YouTube. Nice chat to you. Happy FHC. Hey, it's Brendan TTV Mayor. No. Can I get a rewind, please? Hey, it's Brendan TTV is here. Not mayor of the internet, but ambassador to the Final Hour crew. It is good to see you. Kasogo plays.
Hello, FHC.
It is good to see you as well. I am JF Downs, Dungeon Meowster KJ, along with us this morning as well. We've seen the likes of Retro Hitch, who sent their audience over to us after the show was over today. Thank you again for doing that in the first hour. Sizz has been with us for the duration of the show. Thank you so much as well. Look, it's Mike O. We've seen Drew Mega this morning. Kate Zaid has been here. Spinzy, thank you for the follow again on Twitch. Ant, thank you for being here as well. Many others, whether I missed you, whether you're lurking or listening, as we encourage you to do, thank you so much for being part of the show this morning. Truly, truly appreciate it. Kasogo greeted Brendan with "Hello, Genius," which I like a lot for some reason.
You are a genius.
Let's play Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, today's audience game.
To see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy-to-remember acronym, ! DLTPFFTBFITMMREC.
In the last episode of Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, Gaming Morning Show and the audience accomplished a record-breaking 900th banked balloon, and a grand total standing at 910. And should this audience average quite a few balloons per day, by the end of the week, we will break 1,000 banked balloons.
$22.5.
Thank you, Eagle, the mathematical.
That's good work.
I'm not joking. I think we're gonna write a kid's book with Eagle, the mathematical.
With his friend.
If we could get LaShawn McCoy to co-author it with us. Oh my gosh. I'm writing that down. K-Laugh! I can't write it in production notes because I can't go there. Someone remind K-Laugh to remind me to put that in production notes. But we could have a Bear book too. I like writing kids' books.
Yeah,
All right.
This is going to be fun.
Oh yeah, we're playing a game. E for Mel B.
E. Yes.
E stands for Eagle, the mathematical.
Wow, that's a lot of E's.
Brendan goes, if only there were other ways to write things down. Nope. I committed a long time ago, Brendan, to having a K-Laugh, and that K-Laugh I will have. Although, if K-Laugh was really using Cardofficial Laugh-telligence, K-Laugh would be writing this down right now. So. Good morning and happy FHC to Quiet I Am Gaming.
Hello, FHC.
Says, hope y'all Hope y'all don't broke 1K next week. I'm on a cruise. Break even. I'm with you. Yes. We're going to break it this week because we only have to average 22 balloons a day. So,
Which is tough, but I have a proposal that on Friday, 1K or bust.
No. Okay, maybe.
And then we'll spread the word and get everyone here.
All right.
Everyone, show up Friday. We're hitting 1,000 no matter what.
Yeah, someone put it in the Discord right now. Don't worry, Quiet. Odds are high we will trip at the finish line. Wow, Brendan.
Oh,
Jeez. Wow.
Brendan, you're uninvited for Friday.
No.
Just kidding. Come Friday.
Yeah, we got Brendan, but damn. Jeez. Oof. Should I get some of these letters that people are throwing in?
Probably.
D from King Gray, rather.
D. Incorrect.
An A and an N from Mel B and Quiet.
B.
No. A.
A. Cha-ching.
Did Bob misclick?
N. No.
Brendan goes, or bust. We all just guess D and U. I don't think we had a single D or U yesterday.
No, they were rough yesterday.
Let me see if anyone has a D or U card. Let's see. So far, Downs already has 4 check marked. Needs a D to hit for a possible bingo. I also think I spelled balloon wrong on the cards.
Nice.
An S and an R from Gray, and Brendan. Melby also wants the R as well.
S. R. Correct. Ding, ding, ding.
It's nature, by the way. Nature. I have no clue. I think I want an L. L.
L. No.
Hell no, there was no L. How about a T? T.
T. Cha-ching.
All right, that helped a lot. Quiet and Brendan's T. Temperate.
Now that's a big swing.
Temperate forest. The combination of Brendan and Quiet. You jointly are.
Cracked. Cracked.
Quiet just left because we guessed TT. All right, 914 banked balloons. We're up to occupations now. Occupations. There is a hyphen. There's a hyphen in here. Hello, FHC, to Austin Attack 12.
Hello, FHC.
Austin Attack 12, a highly talented showman. Today, coming up at 3 or 4 p.m. Pacific time, it'll be Austin Attack 12 streaming on the internet.
That's a bingo.
Congratulations,
Thanks,
Austin
Austin.
Attack 12 is here.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq Player.
Shaq.
We have an R guest from Austin Attack 12.
R. Cha-ching.
And a D from Downs.
D.
I hope so. Not for me. I already got my bingo. But
I don't know if Downs gets credit because technically Brendan started Temperate Forest, even though Quiet was the one who got it. Was that technically a big swing for Brendan with Temperate?
no, because Brendan got Temperate, so Quiet didn't get a big swing.
Oh, well then that would be Brendan getting a big swing, not Quiet.
Right.
Okay, so then you can mark that anyone other than K-Laugh, Quiet, or Kopi had a big swing.
Oh, I see.
C and a T from Austin and Quiet.
C. T.
Scan.
No. Yes.
An S from Mel B.
S. Cha-ching.
It definitely is artist. Oh my gosh, whoever guessed
Yeah.
pickup artist, could you imagine? Oh, it's not pickup artist, but it is artist.
Cracked.
We want to make each other happy, you know? That's just in our nature. And it means everything. Everything we do in our life.
Austin, are you all right?
Now that's a big swing.
Show me a mech up. Austin was right. It just the keyboard wasn't working there.
Cracked. Cracked.
Hey, Gray got it.
Yeah, congratulations. Gray was the only one who was on the makeup bandwagon.
Cracked.
We get 5 more banked balloons, 919 for this edition of Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth. Austin said, I never get it. I was so excited. It's like the person, I've seen a lot of these on like Twitter, or not Twitter, on TikTok and Instagram Reels where someone goes to guess the puzzle in Wheel of Fortune, but then they say it incorrectly. Austin hit the easy to remember acronym, exclamation point, AJ, SAH, FADK, HG, DSA, FH, SAD, JF, JK rather, IF. So. By the way, if you missed it earlier, we had our first ever Ask Jeff, where Jeff called back. So.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Sad.
It's always tough when you miss Ask Jeff. All right.
Did he ask you something?
No, that would be hilarious if Ask Jeff doesn't answer, but then calls me back and asks me a question.
How the turntables have turned.
Thank you, Gray. I couldn't have done it without you. That's how you know it's early. Gray is letting Austin have that one, and there's no pit stirring involved.
Nice.
All right. Last we left off in It Takes Two to make a thing go right. What exactly were we doing?
I think we were still fighting the bees and hornets or whatever. We were still in the tree. I want to say we're getting really close to getting out of the tree and away from the bees.
Okay.
There were jellyfish at one point.
Oh, there were. Yeah, there were the jellyfish in this tree. This tree is gigantic.
This tree is very large.
All right, and the reason we're doing this today... Oh, jeez. Oh, we're on a beetle,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
really loud. Headphone warning. Okay. Okay. I'm supposed to shoot those things.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Nailing it. Perfect.
Oh, I ran right into that.
Okay. I'm happy that we just ran straight into this cutscene. Or not cutscene, this sequence, like no warning or anything.
Right, yeah. An auto runner.
at this.
We're prepared for it.
This is epic. I didn't know beetles
Well,
could
the bee
fly.
could fly, or the beetle could fly the whole time. Why were we running and jumping over things?
Can beetles fly?
Some of them. Not Ringo.
Did they just murder the beetle?
I think we're dead.
Is Ringo Starr dead?
Ringo Starr is dead.
Hello, Skitter. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We're playing It Takes Two today in the final hour crew. All beetles can fly. They're just bad at... What the hell? I have to deal with a mechanical bee now?
Isn't that better than an organic bee?
No, they never die.
But they're also never alive.
Gross. Oh, that's even worse.
Ow.
Wow, you got
Whoa,
pounced.
I'm on this now, apparently.
Oh, do you think that's...
Oh, he has things to shoot on the back.
Okay. So I'm going to go... Oh, down there. Oh, ow.
I know, they're so mean.
Okay, did you already make a second lap?
No, not yet. I'm gonna go around now. Oh, it's looking at me. I don't like that. Alright, well, I couldn't get to its back because
Oh, jeez. Don't like that.
Oh.
Don't like that. Oh, don't like that even more. Oh. Okay. I may have got burned alive.
Yeah, it's all good. Whoa, whoa, there's just fire everywhere now.
Oh, you went to the low one. Ow. Ah, I missed. I was looking up instead of down.
Downs? You were looking downs?
Oh, that was like a firework. That was fun.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I should have waited to follow you. Okay. Oh, ow.
Oh, he's getting screened by these swarms. So I couldn't put any goo on him.
That's right. Oh, I got lifted up by a wasp. I mean, a wasp thing. Oh my gosh, it's a plane of wasps.
They already fly. That's redundant.
That's their formation. Oh my gosh, they're bombing us. Ow. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Okay, I'm back. And I'm dead again. What a cool honeycomb pattern.
Oh, cliche.
Ow. I died again. I play this game, and I wonder what I'd be like, because I watch some people play games like Bloodborne, and they have death counters, and I'm just like, what would I be like?
Yeah. Alright, his front is good again, too.
Front is Good Again was the name of my band in high school.
Alright, looks like we need to get the top back again. Oh, but we're gonna do more bombing runs.
Oh no, no, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Those bees are lockers.
Nope, don't like that. Nope, nope. I don't like this. I don't like this. How'd you survive that?
You just jump over them.
No, I'm in the class.
Just click on their heads.
I don't like this at all. Oh, they're playing Flight of the Bumblebee? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, nice. I should really pay attention where I'm running. I was looking at chat.
I'm gonna try to goop his back.
Now I gotta look at my screen.
His back is being shielded by a swarm.
Did you get anything, or should I wait?
No, get the swarms first, and then I can try again.
Okay.
Yeah, the swarms just block all my...
Okay, I got that last one. There's one up here in front with me if you need to get him. Now. Dead again. Dead again. I'm happy this has an easy revive system.
Alright, the back is gooped.
Okay, don't die. Oh, I'm happy we didn't hit each other. Nice. We did it! Be right back, changing my username to Death Count for Cutie.
Alright, the chain is... Oop. Chain scoop again.
What chain?
Should have been the chain he's hanging by.
Oh, that's what I'm supposed to be shooting. Okay. I definitely knew that. I was just making sure you knew. Oh, and I'm supposed to jump over those. Okay. Oh, I get it now. This game is easy when you think about it.
Chain scoop.
No! No, 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 no! Don't die! Don't die! I was about to shoot. I got clipped by one of those things. I wasn't looking at the road. I was texting and driving.
Ow. Yeah, this is a long boss fight.
Get the chain. Get the chain. There's so many.
Alright, there's some on the chain.
There's so many wasps who have died. I think they moved it off of off the chain. Nice shots. One more. Oh, I had it. Okay, last shot.
Nice. Whew.
Cracked. And game over. That was it. Takes. Hopefully it's the end. Oh, I don't like that. Oh no. Oh, see, we killed a bumblebee.
Oh, she's actually really furry and sweet.
No, they're not.
No, I am the Wasp Queen.
No, I told you, see? It's a robot.
A stupid bumblebee?
That was uncalled for.
Rude. No, they're not any better. Brenda goes, see, Ryan? No. I am not fighting for a bee.
That bee's our friend now. This is a 3-player game.
I didn't know it was one-armed. Oh, look at this action sequence.
Oh, thread the needle.
I would have made that shot. I didn't need the cutscene.
How epic.
This is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Ow. Alright, we got out of the tree. That took a long time, but we got there.
Are you okay? I have nothing to live for now.
Then let's shoot it.
I'm no longer a Wasp Queen. What's the point if you can't be special?
But you are special. You are one of the noblest pollinators in nature.
I am?
Yeah, of course. Bees
Whatever.
pollinate crops that feed 90% of the human population.
Propaganda.
Without you guys, humans would just die.
He's right.
Allegedly.
Really? So I am special?
No! You're a traitor.
Yeah.
You two, why haven't you killed the traitor?
Exactly.
Help save us. Yeah, I'm special.
No.
Wasps, come on, I mean, we don't need to kill her, do we? Huh?
Oh, so you're on the same team now?
Yeah.
Shoot them all!
No! I'm not with that one! Skinner said this video is sponsored by Big B and their subsidiaries. How did the squirrels miss? We were in a firing line.
Yeah, there was no way they missed. Well, I mean, unless squirrels are known for their
See?
inaccuracy.
Traitor. Just.
What?
Oh, now we have a plane.
This is a plane. It's not a station wagon.
Just fly.
Oh, look at the pinwheel propeller. They're running so slowly.
Man the cannons! I want air coverage! Cold guns!
Look at the model.
Go, go, go!
That's so adorable. That is amazing.
You mean vicious and killers?
No,
Which side am I?
let's go get.
You see? Never underestimate my
I'm really happy you chose the character who drives.
Focus on flying.
Yeah.
This game would be so much. Oh, am I supposed to shoot it? Oh,
Yeah, probably.
Just help me out and clear the way! Shoot something! Shoot!
okay. So I just gotta go rapid fire. It's like a press and hold kind of thing.
No kidding!
Oh.
What kind of explosive acorns did you put in that thing?
Think more Rampart hefty instead of R301.
Cody, the gates are closing. Pop it.
Going as fast as I can!
Nice shot.
What am I shooting? Are these acorns? They said.
Not so sure.
They look like skulls.
Uh-oh, my boost is out.
That was very much like Independence Day right there.
That was pretty good.
Hey! Hey, look!
Do I?
I hope so.
Keep it steady, Cody. Keep it steady.
This is very like World War dogfighting, right?
Yeah. Ow. Ow.
They started shooting early. They got a head start there.
Yeah, that's rude.
All right, well, don't crush the
Uh,
plane.
You're distracting me! Just take him down!
Well, that's our shadow. I was shooting at our shadow.
Did you get it?
Yes. Our shadow had no chance. Take that, groundhog. Show you what to do with your 6 more weeks of winter. Can I flip around?
Trouble ahead!
Yeah, I can. Okay. Okay, this is like some Bowser Castle type, like rotating, you know, fireballs.
Yeah. Yeah. We got through there fairly unscathed, though.
I see some more
Oh,
behind us!
radar, radar. Well, this is the slowest turnaround device. Oh my gosh.
Ow.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit.
Turn around, Sean. Okay, now I'm shooting out our own wing. I'm sure that's fine. Okay, I do like the action movie style sequences that they've done in this thing.
It's pretty good.
Like, to take a game with two, what are we, like wooden dolls?
Yeah, one is wood, one is like clay.
Clay Thompson. Fly to the room.
Uh-oh.
Not my
Oh, no.
turrets. I was so good
You're
with
still
that.
here. I thought you were dead and this was a single player game.
Can't wait to smash your wooden face!
I can't wait.
Am I about to have hand-to-hand combat with the Master Squirrel? I was prepared for this. This is a fighting game. I was prepared for this.
This is great.
Cody,
Oh, can I knock him off?
Okay, just
He's got a fireball.
flying. I've got this.
I have a. This is prepared for this. My whole life has come down to this moment.
Nice.
That's all I was prepared for my whole life. I got it. Finish him. Oh, I don't get to do that part? I was gonna rip that damn squirrel's spine out.
Thanks for saving my life. Oh, now we're hang gliding.
That's fun.
Oh,
We have to
oh,
balance.
okay.
So a little bit like towards you, right?
Thanks,
Oh no, we're gonna have to.
Hey, that fight? That was epic!
Yeah. Thanks, Cody.
Yeah, well, you know, on to Rose's room.
Yep. I'm on.
Talking about teamwork. Okay, we can't go up and down, right? Like
No, I think it's
all left
pretty
and right.
steady. Yeah.
Gosh, the tunnels. I'm a little over tunnels, but I like the premise. Like We've done a lot of tunnels in this game,
Think the squirrels will be mad about the play?
but this is like cool that they switched it up to this.
Stolen from us in the first place.
Oh, that was our plane?
The squirrel the same way again.
Well, it's the squirrel's plane, but it's made out of our stuff, like my underwear. That was pretty solid. We nailed it. Oh, we're still going though. We're still going.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at chat.
What? Oh.
I thought we were going back to the right. I wasn't looking at chat. I just thought we were on the same page. Oh no, they're not there yet. But if you know, you know. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're gonna go to the left of the wheelbarrow.
Okay.
That's what you're saying.
We could go wherever.
Nope, left. I like the music. The music is very
It's
good
pretty
in this
epic.
game, yeah.
Hey, there's the shed. Oh, and our house.
Aim for Rose's room. The window's
Okay.
open.
Which one's that?
Left. I was going for the shed.
Well, we're aiming for her window.
Where's
but
her
I think we
window?
just have to go around the. Oh no, we have to go around the shed.
Oh, okay. I wonder if, like, if you get all the way to the house, the game is shorter, but if you go through the shed, you have to do something else. Left. Right. All right, so we're going to the right. Yes?
Yeah, we can go to the.
Bink! Ugh.
Piece of cake. Okay. I'm assuming the open window is. Well, what are we looking at?
Mummy,
Oh no, are we gonna have to fight that?
Moon baboon.
Oh, I think so.
Do we use a trombone?
Do you have that headache again? Okay. I won't bother you.
There's
I like how we're stuck in dolls, but
Play with Moon baboon
in
again.
her perspective, we're just really crappy parents.
Yeah.
What for me?
I was gonna say there's a
just sleeping.
commentary in here. Yeah.
Them in a long time.
Like this poor kid's pouring her heart out at mom.
Oh, I talked to Dad. I think he wants you two to become friends again. Just wanted you to know.
Oh, that's beautiful. No, I'm just kidding.
Hope we made it in the window.
All right, well, I think we should leave off there, and then tomorrow we'll be at a good spot.
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
Hopefully not running immediately in on a beetle.
Hey, man, this is the longest cutscene of the game.
I feel so bad for her.
Yeah. Sorry, she's about to get smacked in the face with an underwear hang glider. Ugh, man. I don't know if I like that monkey.
No, it's fine. It's just a prop. It's not actually part of the game.
Maybe it'll be on our team. Well, that could have been worse.
That is the last time I'm flying by the seat of your pants.
Get it?
Haha, you're a real comedian, you know that?
Oh, thank you.
Look, there she is.
Oh, I miss her. Do you think she's okay?
Well, she looks fine. I mean, she's playing like nothing happened.
Thank goodness. Let's go and talk
Turns
to
around,
her.
her face is all melted.
Don't get scared.
Like a horror movie.
Too harsh with her.
No, I meant she might get scared when she sees us. I mean, look at us. We've turned into a couple of dolls, remember?
Of course I remember.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, boy.
Ready to talk to Rose?
Why not? She's our daughter.
Well, can you talk to her without fighting each other?
Of course we can.
Rose isn't the problem. He is.
She is. What? You see, I don't think you are ready.
Wait, is he trying to stop us?
I think that he is. And are we gonna
Do
let
we have
him?
to murder the Book of
No.
Love? All right, perfect. Right there. All right, there's the end of the game for today. We'll play the rest of it coming up tomorrow. Oh my gosh. By the way, that scared the crap out of me. That might have been the biggest jump scare in the history of GMS since Resident Evil 7. That was a really fun sequence. Did you see how the Bumblebee, though, by the way, just completely ditched us?
Yeah, that Bumblebee's gone. It's not going to come back.
We'll find it. Track it down. We'll find it. What mission, Bumblebee? All right. What are your takeaways that were pretty okay? What is something you learned from this edition of Gaming Morning Show? Thank you again, Skitter, for joining us for the It Takes Two portion of the show during the final hour crew. Thanks to everyone else who's here as well. Quiet says accidental fudge. Brenagaz says, I never made it to the end of this game, but God, I hoped the book was the final boss. I hate to say. That's not true. You met the baby in Resident Evil Village. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Big pass. Speaking of GMS Fudge, as part of our now GMS Tuesday nights programming, tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific time, we'll have GMS Tuesday night Super GMS Bros in Law, because Sean and I are bros in law, and go from there. Skitter said, oh, I came for the game name of the month. Had that happened? Yes, we have that at 6:35 this morning. So Sean's about to do the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews, a recap of the video game headlines of the day, and then we'll also recap our winner for January name of the month. So with all of that said, here we go. Once again, here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is still Tuesday, February 7th, 2023, and this is your Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews. This morning we talked a little bit about Madden and their... We talked about Madden and their inability to predict any Super Bowl game. Well, maybe they are doing well predicting it. They just have it backward because their record has been not great so far, which is bad news for Eagles fans because they predicted the Eagles will win this weekend. And that's bad for us because we're rooting for the Eagles and not the Chiefs. So Madden 23 says that the Eagles will win. So we'll see what happens this Sunday for the Super Bowl. We also talked about the Nintendo Switch, and it's continuing to sell well. And as of its latest earnings report, they are now in third place of best-selling consoles of all time. They passed up the PlayStation 4 and the Game Boy to become the third best at 122.55 million units sold. Now they are behind the Nintendo DS at 154 million and the PlayStation 2 at 159 million, seemingly with lots of room to grow still. The Nintendo Switch is doing well. And in our last news story, we talked about Apex Legends and Season 16. The season is not going to contain a new character, but we'll have some new modes, some reorganization of the existing characters, and a new weapon called the Nemesis. So we'll check that out as that season starts next Tuesday on GMS. Tuesday night, we'll play Apex Legends Season 16. Out today, we had some highlights, such as Birth out on PC and Prison Tycoon Under New Management out on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, and Switch. Our name of the morning this morning was Daily Dadish out on PC.
All right, and then earlier we had the finalists for name of the month for the month of January. Who wins that particular title?
For the month of January, our finalists included Towers, Turrets, and Turtles and Hole in One, but the winner for the name of the month for January is Clunky Hero on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, Switch, and PC.
I want to be a clunky hero, stars in its eyes. So if you want to win Clunky Hero, you have a couple of choices. You can become a Patreon subscriber. Those subscriptions cost around $12 a month, and you get access to our Name of the Month giveaway that happens first for Patreon subs. Or you can wait for a Fulfillment Appreciation Name of the Month giveaway. Now, we have some exciting news. We didn't do it in January as we had planned. Again, had some hiccups with health and some of those things. So in February, we'll go ahead and include Clunky Hero in our potential Name of the Month giveaway from our fulfillment department. So congratulations again to Clunky Hero. We will play it on Thursday's Final Hour Crew. All right, what are your takeaways that were pretty okay? What is something you learned from today's show? And then we need to name our Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match award winner, who had an outstanding performance in chat today. I actually am unsure if I have a nominee. Do you have anyone off the top of your head?
I think my nominee not only did a nice thing with the raid, but also hung out and had some highlights. Retro.
Okay. Yeah, Retro Hitch, we shouted out Retro earlier. We're going to go ahead and give Retro Hitch our Thundergun Teammate of the Match award winner.
Billy Thundergun, Teammate of the Match Award.
Designation. Thank you, Retro, for sending your audience over to us. Big thanks to the follow from Spinzy and Shadow as well on Twitch. And if you haven't already, we invite you to check out our YouTube page, and you can throw a comment and a like on our latest YouTube video, which is an interview that we had talking about a European Parliament video games and esports strategy. So you can check that out right now at youtube.com/gamingmorningshow. All right, stay tuned. Takeaways that were pretty okay in just a moment after the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Hey, look, it's the clip of the day. Doot, doot. Gramographer of this morning radio show that plays games. Thank you for being here. Sis checks in, as does Kate Zaid.
Nice chat.
We're going to ask you questions about cards. Kate Zaid said, I want to send a card to someone now. Please do, because we're going to talk about that over the course of this program. Also, King Gray is checking in. It's good to see you, Gray. Thank you for bringing tacos to the first hour. Is exciting. Today is National Send a Card to a Friend Day. So we're asking you, when's the last time you sent something to a friend? It is also African American Coaches Day, Ballet Day, E-Day, Hug an Addict or Alcoholic Day, International Clash Day, National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day, National Fettuccine Alfredo Day, National Jack Day, National Periodic Table Day, Rose Day, and Wave All Your Fingers at Your Neighbor Day. Hi, neighbor.
Hi.
I'm telling you, sometimes it really looks like we choreograph some things, and then other times I believe when people are just like, no, I think you're all in pretty good sync. So,
yeah, works pretty well.
All right, what are your takeaways that were pretty okay? Brendan goes, I hope somebody wins a William Lightning Knife Award soon. I mean, we could have given it to that damn Bumblebee trying to sabotage the whole thing, but whatever. And then we're going to...
saved our life.
Whatever. It tried to kill us. It was in the Wasp robot.
True. But then it saved our life.
I don't care. You're going to get no grace from me. And then we're going to send you over to Corsi Cat. If you're watching on Twitch, Corsi Cat, just here for a good time. Corsi Cat, I'm a wee Scottish lass trying to create a place of fun in this crazy world. I love playing a lot of RPG games and ones where I have a lot of tasks to get through. I'm an absolute loot gremlin, or just a gremlin in general, and I turn into a competitive monster when I'm playing some games. So if you'd be so kind as to say good morning from GMS Sports.Gaming, what is your takeaway? That was pretty okay.
My takeaway that's pretty okay is that lists about greeting cards can include facts, but maybe not fun.
Yes. They might be great. They might not be. Either way, though, I think we had a good time with our list. So, my takeaway that's pretty okay is James Spader was in Boston Legal. And that's surprising to me because I actually watched a good amount of Boston Legal, and I still was like, I don't know if I've ever seen James Spader in anything, but apparently pretty world-renowned as an actor, so yeah. Brendan goes, kind of wild to me, the Switch is still selling so well. It's my least used console. Skitter, I hope that that was the one you were rooting for Name of the Month. Said I came here for Game Name of the Month. We continue to announce those every single show. Quiet had Accidental Fudge. Superphonic says, we've been watching Boston Legal and The Blacklist. He's in that too. See? Telling you. Everyone knows James Spader from The Blacklist, and that's it. No one else. So, oh, Skitter says, I'm the dev on Towers, Turtles, and Turrets and Turtles. Well, we'll still play that game. It just did not win our Name of the Month, but that's awesome. Thank you, Skitter,
in the top
for
three,
stopping
though.
by.
Top three.
Yeah, well, you may actually be hearing from us for what it's worth, too. We, a lot of times, will request an interview with all of our finals, so you may be hearing from us in the near future. So, that game looks pretty fun, to be honest. I knew him from Stargate when he was attractive. Get wrecked, James Spader. Or old James Spader. Drew Mega said, I know Spader from movies. He has a bunch of good ones. When did this become a James Spader appreciation show? All right, for everyone made it possible, stay tuned for the best moments from today's show. Please join us tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific time for Super GMS Bros and Law. For Austin, for Sean, I am Hefty Goof. Goodbye, Bear Bear. Go Eagles. This has been Gaming Morning Show. Selling.
In space. Space.
Selling.
In space. Space. Space.
It's the only console to have sold any units on Mars.
Could you imagine if someone from the International Space Station, they were like bringing supplies or something, like, oh hey, crap, I forgot my Switch. Would you mind? Oh wait, I heard there's a Steam Deck now. If you couldn't mind, just bring one up next time. That'd be cool. Thanks.
At one point do you think like a Switch, for example, take it to space? That I assume is doable. I don't know. Will the Switch work in space? What's the charging situation like up there? I don't know. But at what point do you think someone performs a stunt and they send someone up in space as a retailer and then someone else up in space to purchase it, and it becomes the first system sold in space? You know it's going to happen sometime.
Now?
You're welcome.
This is your fault.
Nintendo.
Every single one. Never changes. But he was on the show called The Blacklist, and when they were promoting that show, they're like, James Spader stars. And I'm like, who the hell is James Spader? First time I'd ever heard of James Spader was for The Blacklist, and I'm sure James has done like 30,000 other things that I'm just not aware of.
He's done a lot.
I feel bad. I've seen this person in concert. Singer Garth Brooks turned 61.
I have also seen this person in concert. That was my very first concert ever. Was a Garth Brooks concert.
They all kind of go downhill from there.
Yeah, it was a good one. It's at the Staples Center in LA, and it was a very fun concert. The highlight was when he was messing with the drummer and he was like hitting the cymbals with him, and then at one point he was like kicking the cymbals, and then the cymbal fell down and took half the drum set with it. They had to take a quick intermission.
Oh my gosh. Garth, quit dicking with the drums.
It was what, and it
there. Sis says Garth has some weird social media. Card day, is that what it is? National Send a Card to a Friend Day. That's what we're actually talking about today. Oh my gosh, this is a very templated website. Love Pittsburgh. Full Service Manufacturer Marketing Company, DS Marketing Group. It's technically DNS Marketing Group. That stands for Doc and
sports.
Americans purchase approximately 6.5 billion greeting cards each year. Already have a fun fact. It's that many?
Yeah, I think you're reading number one.
What?
I think you're reading fact number one.
Oh, there's not like a setup for this?
No, we just launch right into fact.
Jesus.
One.
Not gonna do it. I'm mad now. That's not true. I can never be mad at Jeff. My guess is Jeff has not sent a greeting card in the last year. That's my guess. I could be wrong. Retro says, I once saw a wicked commiserations card. It had a pic of a dead horse on the front, and inside a comic font that said, "Oh noes, he died." We're getting a call back. This might be the first call back for Ask Jeff. You didn't answer my call.
I missed it. What's up?
When's the last time you sent a card to a friend?
A card to a friend? I honestly don't even know, man.
There you go. Ask Jeff. Doesn't even know, man. Appreciate it. Kasoko greeted Brendan with "Hello, Genius," which I like a lot for some reason.
You are a genius.
Let's play Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, today's audience game.
To see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy-to-remember acronym, ! DLTPFFTBFITMMREC.
In the last episode of Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, Gaming Morning Show and the audience accomplished a record-breaking 900th banked balloon, and a grand total standing at 910. And should this audience average quite a few balloons per day, by the end of the week we will break 1,000 banked balloons. It's nature.
If we get tomorrow, I promise I can try. Give you love to borrow, it just to get us by. Sometime when you're ready, I'll soften up